So this is about you as a proficient communicator and your career. Please do a skill audit. I have a video on YouTube where I talked about skill audit. What am I good at? What am I not so good at? Where do I want to be? Okay, I want to become a communications manager, communications lead. What skills do I need? What competencies do I need? What certifications do I need? Do that audit, because that will help you to build your professional development plan. Okay, I need to attend events more, or I need to do public speaking, or I need to do this. And then please define what you want to be known for. Some people want to be, quote unquote, a thought leader. Some people want to say, you know what, I want to be this communicator that is good in the finance industry. I just want to stay in the finance industry. Please just define it. There's no, again, this is very subjective, no right or wrong answer, but it's about you. And it's also okay to change your mind. Don't feel like, okay, if I say I want to do finance right now, then if I want to move, the only thing I would say is, if you decide at the beginning of your career that you want to niche, it is a bit difficult for you to move into another sector, because when you niche at the very beginning of your career, you don't enjoy the benefit of seeing the wide range of application of your comms principles and skills. There are certain industries. So if you work in the mining industry, for example, you're going to be doing more crisis communications and stakeholder management. If you then move to like a lifestyle organization where there's a lot of more events, public relations, you might struggle because you do not have that skill. It's not impossible, but I'm just letting you know the disadvantages of niching at the very beginning. But again, you can be determined and say, okay, I don't know how to do this events thing, but I can learn. And that's what's the most important thing. Look out for learning and growth opportunities. They don't just appear. You have to be deliberate about them. I was going on LinkedIn in December and I saw CIPR's training calendar for 2024. Immediately I downloaded it. I would say, okay, you know what? I want to do this training. Okay, this webinar is happening. This is, PRCA is doing something. And can I advise everybody on this call? Go and follow all the professional associations on LinkedIn: CIPR, IABC, PRCA, ICCO, WCFA. They do a lot of free webinars, activities that you can go for, even if you don't have the money to pay to join them. Benefit from the free things that they share, benefit from the free resources that they have. Sometimes they share an article. Sometimes, you see and sometimes you might see someone post something, maybe CIPR posts a professional, you go and follow the person, they've shared an article. That's how you build your network. My connections, I've not even met them. I've not met them before, but once, like yesterday, someone posted a connection of mine, and I love LinkedIn, that LinkedIn does this. When you like and comment on somebody else's post, it shows you. And they are commented on something, a research that has recently been done on, it's quite technical, but it's research on, communications and the strategic function within an organization, and how do you articulate that. And I thought it's very interesting. Now, this person, I had been seeing his name for a while. The person is an academic and does research. And I'm like, I want to learn from this person. Immediately I clicked connect. He has accepted my request. We are now friends. I will be seeing all his contents. I'll be seeing all the things, things that he puts comments on. Some people, they'll put comment on something and I look at it and like, this is interesting. That's how I get information, just by sitting in my house. But please, all those professional associations, go and follow them on LinkedIn. And then once, maybe even if it's once a week, go through, okay, what are they posting now? But you will come back and tell me that you found value from there. Like, really, really important. Then I've talked about expand your learning beyond comms and PR topics so that you can understand things from multiple perspectives. So read business books, autobiographies, documentaries on Netflix. Just expand your mind, however it is that you love learning. Some people don't like books. I love books. If you say, oh, me, I don't really like books, that's fine. There's YouTube, there's podcasts. Someone yesterday, they put something on Diary of a CEO podcast. I've been hearing about it, but the way the person wrote about it, I thought, okay, let me go on YouTube. What's this about? CEOs, they're interviewing CEOs and all of that. Masterclass is a platform called masterclass.com. I don't know how much it is to subscribe, but Ingressive for Good, what do they do in Ingressive for Good? I don't even know, but I know they do a lot of tech trainings and all. And next thing, I just saw something last year, win 1 year access to Masterclass. I applied and I got the access to that Masterclass platform, and it is gold. I just finished watching a masterclass. What masterclass is? So they would, it's like leaders. So if you think about CEO of Meta, actors, makeup, people that own makeup brands, they're just talking you through their business or their how they created their business or just their life. So I watched something on Anna Wintour fashion brand. Me, I'm not a fashion person, but I was so intrigued. I love listening to people's stories. But even in watching her masterclass that was about fashion, that was about Vogue, I also learned some things that can be applicable to me. It has expanded my mind. So aim for mastery, hone your skills. Every year, I always make an effort to upskill myself in the things that I'm already great at. So, e.g., writing is that I'm buying a book, I'm attending a course, whether it's a live course or a virtual course, I am always doing something. The things that you feel you're already great at, do something to help you to even become a master at that thing. So that should also be in your personal development plan. The things that I'm great at and I'm strong at, how can I continue to develop it so that and come rain, come shine, come whatever happens, I am great at this thing and nobody can take it away from me. And please let me also say here that if your organization is not going to give you money for training and developing yourself, please, that is your responsibility. There's a lot of free resources, but don't limit yourself to free resources. Stretch yourself, sometimes save. I told you about this CIPR training. I knew that since I now want to do this training on the level that I want to do. If you've watched my video on professional associations and making a decision, I already know that CIPR has a lot of resources. And I joined on the 30th of December. See, as I opened that platform, I'm like, yeah, I'm just downloading, I'm reading, I'm just, my inner geek is so excited by the wealth of information, guides, resources, videos. And I'm just like, wow, wow, wow. And what I like about them is they have this thing called CPD. So you're meant to log in points. And so for everything you read or watch, you reflect on it. This is what you learned. And also, it's not that you're just going to go and be reading it. So you're actually learning from the thing. You do your reflection and you log in the points, right? And that's also a motivation to keep doing it. So you need to find something that helps you to continue growing. What information, what resources, what articles are you reading? All of these things are very, very important. Leverage LinkedIn strategically and follow the right people. See, follow the right people. What did I say? Follow the right people. Meaning, once I find somebody is writing something and they're, I can say, this person, I like this insight. I will just follow the person because it then exposes you to their own network as well because of how LinkedIn is. I meet people somewhere, immediately I'm adding them on LinkedIn. I'm connecting with people on a webinar. I'm adding them. The last webinar that I did before the end of the year, I connected with my fellow co-speakers. One of the guys is in Australia and is very great at AI. Me that I really want to learn AI. I said, good, this guy, I'm just going to be following his AI content. And I've connected with him on LinkedIn. That's a free way of networking. So do that, follow the right people, follow the associations, and then be actively involved in a professional community. So the Comms Avenue, for example, I always tell people, take advantage of that community, ask questions, but also participate because someone may just remember you because of that. Work on your CV and be prepared for the opportunities you want. You realize that I always say this a lot because I find people, okay, send me your CV. All right, they will now take 24 hours. Oh, I just need to edit and make changes. And then maybe they're out in the market or somewhere. And I need to send that CV now. Look, if you need me to send you my CV, my portfolio is on my WhatsApp, is on drafts, is in the documents on my I found, and I'm always updating it because you don't know. So imagine you're in an airport or I don't know, and they want that thing now to make a decision. You will now be saying, hey, my laptop is at home. Hey, how will I access it? Please and please have it ready as you are changing and expanding in your career. Update your CV. Now, there are times, obviously, there are certain roles that you want to apply for that you kind of need to tweak your CV to suit that role. That's different, but not the one that there's an opportunity that opens up and the person immediately needs to take a decision and you then decide that, I need 24 hours to edit my CV and then that opportunity has gone. Please be prepared for the opportunities that you say you want. You want to work in a certain organization, you get an opportunity to now meet the CEO. What are you going to say? What sides of you are you going to show? What is your elevator pitch? I can talk about that. We've talked about excellence. Stay curious, ask questions. I think curiosity is going to be one of your greatest gifts in your career. Deliver what you say you would deliver. Let's not do what I ordered versus what I got. Look, if you're going to do this, please do it well. Exceed. I always love to exceed expectation, under promise and over deliver. I love it. Now, track and measure the impact of your work. You can't just be working and if I asked you now, Okay, what did you achieve in 2023? How did you grow? What were the milestones? And you can't tell me. I'm like, are you really serious about your career? So it's not even just about the work you're doing for your organization, just you generally. How are you growing? What is the impact? So you did this campaign. What did you do for the organization? It's your responsibility to track. It's not any other person's responsibility. And if you watch my videos on measurements, you will learn how to do this. Speak up, speak out, and be seen. Some of us, you say, oh, I'm introverted. I am introverted, but I am very vocal about what I want. I've learned that if you are introverted, you are silent, opportunities will pass you by. And it will not because you're not good or you're not competent, because people just don't remember you. There are times that people will ask me something, oh, I need somebody in this. I know the people that have either expressed to me that this is what they want, or people that I know that, oh, I see them doing this thing. And I recommend those people. The people I didn't recommend, it's not that they're not good. I did not remember them. And it's what we call top of mind awareness. Who is top of mind when your name is top of mind in whose mind? Right? Even within your organization, speak up and speak out. Speak up during meetings. Don't feel like, what am I going to say? As long as it's sensible, I'm not now saying, go and say something that is not sensible. You don't want to be remembered like that. But you have something valuable. Ask a question, raise your hand, volunteer for something. That's how people get promotions in corporate organizations. Strategically be seen in the rooms that are important. Join a professional association and be engaged. If, for example, you're not yet able to afford the fees of CIP or IABC. I was there several years ago. Start with the local and regional association. So if you're in Kenya, PRSK, and I know, yeah, some of these local associations, they're not perfect. I understand that, but at least start from there. At the very least, you'll be able to build your network. At the very least, you'll be able to, get exposed to certain things. It's volunteer. If you follow me for a while, you know that I'm always talking about volunteering. Volunteer, volunteer, volunteer. Not only does it give you an opportunity to give back, for those of you that maybe your organization doesn't do exactly what it is that you would like to learn, that's an opportunity for you to practice. That's an opportunity for you to show your skills, hone your skills, and build your network as well. So I never ever stop volunteering. Have an abundance mindset. I've spoken about that, and celebrate your milestones. I think sometimes we're too hard on ourselves. So you need to sit and say, I did this. So if, for example, you've been struggling with writing press releases and one day you wrote a press release that your boss did not put red, that is an achievement. Hello, celebrate it. It might not be a big deal to somebody else, but for you, knowing where you're coming from, that is an absolute big deal. Take yourself out for lunch and celebrate that. Don't think that is until you win an award, until you speak on a big stage, that's success. No, growth, no matter how small, it's important, and especially for you. You don't have to, even if you want to post it on LinkedIn, that's your prerogative, but you have grown. And I want you to be able to acknowledge that and not be tensioned by anybody. If you see somebody's thing and say, okay, next year I would like to achieve this, but let it be that you're also celebrating your milestones.